Good morning, students. I myself, Divakar Pandey from KUNTI NAGAR Modern English School, NAWADA, and welcome to you in your e-learning class. Today, I am going to provide you my fourth video lecture of Lesson 5 in History. In my previous video, I have discussed you already about the burial sites of Brahmagiri, and now today I am going to discuss you about some burial sites under the megaliths that indicates these burial sites were belong to the same family because these were the future of their burial sites. So now, as we have known about burial sites under the study of megaliths, and now this is the question before us. Yes, that were some of those burial spots belong to certain families? Yes. Now let us try to follow it. When we study about burial spots, we find some megaliths contain more than one skeleton that gives us an idea about the people, that the people were belong to same family. All acknowledgement that we studied the person who died later were brought into the same grave through the fourth souls. It means fourth holes. And whatever stone boulders were placed on the surface, probably these were listed. It means these were used as the significance. It means they were used for signposts to find burial sites so that people would return. It means people would return to the same place. Now we come to know about a special burial site at Imam Gaon. Yes, Imam Gaon is located on the river God, which is the tributary of Bhima River. This site was found out between 3600 and 2700 years ago. Do you know? We find that here we find adults were generally buried in the ground and were laid out straight with head towards the north. And some burials have been found within their houses. Vessels of food and water were also placed with the dead body. So these were the feature of burial spots at Imam Gaon. Now we try to follow what was the special feature have been found from here. One man was found buried in a large four-legged clay jar in the courtyard of a five-roomed house, and one of the largest house at this site. In the center of, now we study the center, in the center of the settlement, these burial bodies has been found. This house also had a granary and the body was placed in a cross-legged position. It means like this position. Do you know what a skeletal studies tell us? Yes. So now we come to the study of a skeleton. Do you know it is easy to make out the skeleton of a child from its size? However, there are no major differences in the bones of a girl and a boy. We cannot recognize that this is the body of girl or this is the body of boy. Can we make out whether a skeleton was that of man or a woman? No, we cannot find out it. But sometimes people decide on the basis of what is found the a skeleton. For instance, if a skeleton is found with jewelry, it is probably said that this was the a skeleton of woman. But in that time, woman and men also, it means both of them used ornaments. It was the problem. So what was the better way? Yes, a better way of figuring out the sex of a skeleton is to look at the bone structure, because the bone structure of a woman is always different from the bone structure of a man. The hip of a pelvic area of woman is generally larger to enable childbearing. This is the differences between a, a skeleton of woman and man. These distinctions are based on modern skeleton studies. On which studies? Modern skeleton studies. Now we come to the next point. About 2000 years ago, there was a famous physician named Charak. Do you know about Charak? Yes. Charak, who wrote a book on medicine known as the Charak Samhita, because Charak Samhita was written by Charak. There he states in his Charak Samhita that the human body has 360 bones. This is a much larger number than the 200 bones. It means generally a human skeleton have 360 bones that are recognized in modern anatomy. Anatomy is the study of a skeleton. Charak arrived at this figure by counting the teeth, joints, and cartilage. So when Charak counted teeth, joints, and cartilage, they found the number of bones were 360. So these were the study of a skeleton. Now we come to what were the occupation of Imam Gaon. Yes, what did the people do to survive at Imam Gaon? It is very necessary to know. Archaeologists have found seeds of wheat. It means seeds of wheat, barley, rice, pulses, millets, peas, and sesame had been found from. It means have been found from archaeologists by archaeologists from Imam Gaon. Bones of a number of animals, many bearing cut marks that show that they may have been used as food. So these were the evidences that have been found by archaeologists from Imamganj. Imamganj have also been found. These include cattle, buffalo, goat, sheep, dog, horse, ass, pig, sambar, a spotted deer, black buck, antelope, hare, and mongoose. Besides birds, crocodile, turtle, crab, and fish, these animal creatures have been found. It means the evidences of these animals or creature have been found by the archaeologists from Inamgaon.